Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about journaling, and for a few months now, maybe 2 or 3 months, I've been using this app called Day One to help me journal, and hopefully I'll be able to show you on screen now. It's an app which has widgets that you can put on your front page on your phone, like on your iPhone or your Android, whatever. And it's got a widget and it gives you prompts like interesting questions that helps you to journal. So I've been using that, and yeah, like I've really benefited from it. It's really helped me to be able to put my emotions into paper, and not only that, keeping a record of my emotions as well. I feel like it's really easy to let days pass and not realize the difference between a Monday or a Tuesday, but journaling, doing it at the end of the day, has been really helpful. It just makes me realize what I've achieved, like things that I wanted to do if I've completed them, interesting things that happened to me, or just random things. Like, it's been making me feel like I'm more conscious of how I'm spending my time, because when I get to the end of the day and I journal about it, like there's a level of, I want to be able to write good things, so therefore during the day I try and do everything that I want to do. And it's also a way to be a bit more positive. I think obviously as humans, we've through generations, we've needed to have a negative bias, and in terms of if there's danger coming, you have to be able to persevere and stuff. And I think that still plays a part on us now, and it's really easy to it's in the news. It's really easy to just not give second thoughts to good news, but it's always negative news that always catches us. Yeah, it catches our attention, and that's why news, like if you watch the news or if you read the news, it always seems to be negative, because that's what brings in the numbers and the attention. But yeah, journal is a way to keep record of the good things that happen. And I know, for example, whenever I get compliments from my newsletter or from my YouTube videos, I take screenshots and I put it in my journal. And then on a day, if I'm down or if I feel like just lifting myself up, I've got records of all these good things that I otherwise would have thought, oh, like I'm not really, like no one's really interested in this, no one finds this as good as I wanted it to be and stuff. So yeah, it's been able to keep me aware of all the positive things that happen to me as well. And also, it's also developed my writing as well. I do it on my phone, so it's not as long as maybe if I wrote a newsletter, but it's still something that I do in my newsletter once a week, but I've been trying to journal every day. So yeah, it's just extra reps for writing, and although I don't give it as much thought as I do in my newsletter, because it's something that stays private, it still got me into that habit of being able to write and being able to put down my thoughts and feelings into paper. So yeah, I feel like that's something that I'd really promote. It's something that I encourage other people to do, to journal. It doesn't have to be an app. Like, I use that app because it makes it easy for me, because it's got the widget on my phone. It's the first thing I see, and it just, whenever I see my phone, I'm like, oh, I could journal. It takes 2 minutes. I could write how I'm feeling right now. So yeah, you could journal with that app, Day One. You could write it on paper, you could write it, you could type it up, or you can not even write it, just maybe at the end of the day, when you're in bed, or even the beginning of the day, whenever, when you get 2 minutes, just think about the good things that happened to you that day, and like just have a mental record of it. And it should lift your, well, I hope it lifts your mood up, because like I said before, it's really easy to just think of the negatives. But so yeah, that's my experience with journaling. I've also been using another app, which I don't remember the app now, but I'll put it on the screen hopefully, and that is more about how to describe emotions. On the app, you get 4 different types of feelings. So you can be pleasant or unpleasant, and you can be high energy or low energy. And say, for example, right now I'm quite chill, so I'd say that I'm pleasant but low energy pleasant. So when you click low energy pleasant, it will give you a host of different emotions that you could be feeling right now. And yeah, I've been using that app as well, and that app has really taught me different types of emotions and being able to distinguish when I'm feeling this and when I'm feeling another type of emotion. And also because you can write notes, and it tracks the time and where you are and who you're with. It's an easy way to realize, oh, maybe, like, because sometimes you might not know what brings you happiness, and if you do that for a while, you see that, okay, it seems like every Tuesday 8 p.m. I always seem to be quite happy, and Tuesday 8 p.m. that's when I do this, like I go to the theater, or I play football, or I meet with friends for drinks and stuff like that. And that kind of thing can help you realize what brings you happiness, or what are things that are bringing you down as well. So yeah, these 2 apps, I think for me, I've really been able to understand myself a bit more, understand what's good for me, what's not good for me, or other things that I probably should be doing or shouldn't be doing. So yeah, that's my experience with journaling and and expressing my emotions. So thank you. See ya.